What's good, everybody? I hope you guys are all doing amazing today. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. He is I and I am him, Mo from the Zoe. And we are back with another video today. But before we get into that video, I just want to give a big shout out to everybody that liked, commented, and subscribed on my last post. First post of the year, by the way. Like I said, trying to be consistent this year with the content over here. As always, I have TikTok that you can follow. I have about 33K followers on there. I post kind of funny sports content over there. So if you like to be on TikTok, give me a follow over there. And also, if you like this video, want to join the fam, please subscribe. We're building this channel brick by brick. And if you want to be if you want to be, a part of that journey, feel free to, join the family. With that being said, let's get right into today's video. We have some kind of breaking news in the NBA. Pretty much the biggest trade of the year so far. The NBA has been dry. The trade rumors, everything. It's like people are kind of cool where they're at. I think I don't see anybody else making any big moves. There is some rumors about Anthony Davis potentially being traded, but nothing to get too excited about yet. With that being said, this Trae Young trade has been in talks for about a month now. People know Trae Young hasn't been the happiest in Atlanta, and Atlanta hasn't been the happiest with Trae Young. They have young guys like Jalen Johnson and Reach to say that they're excited about, and they're quite frankly tired of being mediocre. Trae Young, which he has led them to a conference finals, but they have been mediocre, the definition of mid, for the past couple years. I think they're exactly 500 in the past couple years. With that being said, the Atlanta Hawks have made the mistake of trading Trae Young to the Wizards for peanuts. And I hate to call CJ McCollum peanuts, but aging player, not a great defender. Trae Young, and then Corey Kispert. He's an okay player. I personally don't like the trade on the Atlanta Hawks side. If you're trying to win, that's not the way to do it. Maybe you're trying to tank. Maybe you want to go get AJ or one of the guys, Boozer. Well, maybe you want to get one of the younger guys. Maybe that's what you're setting yourself up for. But in that case, you're gonna have to have a bad rest of the season. I think they're 17 and 22 right now, 17 and 21 or 18 and 21. I didn't watch the game last night. Don't watch the Hawks, and I don't watch the Wizards. So the Wizards are gonna be terrible. I like this for Trae Young. I think his stock has dropped quite a bit this year, which is quite frankly disappointing because I still believe in Trae Young as a player. I think when he has things, firing on all cylinders, I think when he's in a good headspace, thinks he has a team that can win. I think Trae Young can win. He's proven it on every level. He's won in high school, he's won in college, and he's won to the conference finals. So he's done the things that you want to do in a player. Is he a good defender? No. But you give and take in the NBA, like I always say, except the Oklahoma City Thunder. Everybody else gives and takes. With him being on the Wizards, I honestly don't know who the hell is on the Wizards team. If I'm being honest, they're quite frankly maybe a little bit better than G League team. That's the expectation for the Wizards. It's to not look like a college team. Don't go out there and look like and convince the fans that Duke or USC or one of these top U of A with Koa and all them could come and beat us. That's the standard for the Wizards. It's not playoffs. It's not playing. It's not win a bunch of games. It's not be competitive. It's don't look like an unprofessional team. Let's at least go out there and look like NBA players, which is hard to do sometimes. I can't name you more than maybe two guys on the roster, and that's because they are Safari Cooper, who I liked watching his mixtapes, and Marvin Bagley. He's from Arizona like me, and I'm a supporter of the Arizona guys. Other than that, I can't really tell you. I mean, they have Alex Sarr. He hasn't really developed. I'm giving him time though. He's 7 footer. Um, it takes time to develop in the NBA. I don't like how the NBA has such a rushed development process now. I think he's still developing his game, and he's a decent big, and he'll continue to develop. But they're not winning anything. Trae Young isn't winning anything in Washington, and I don't think he had interest in going there to win. I think he's going there to rebuild his stock, maybe become an all-star. If he goes there and they might suck, but if he goes there and averages 30 and 12, how do you keep him off the all-star team? I think he's going to have free range to do, say, and act however he wants. He's going to be able to pitch in, hey, we should get this guy, we should get this guy, because the Wizards haven't had a player this good since Bradley Beal. And quite frankly, I think he is. I think Trae Young's better than Bradley Beal. So I wouldn't say they had a player this good since John Wall. With that being said, this trade, I mean, it's the biggest trade so far because Trae Young's name, but it's not. It doesn't change the landscape whatsoever. They're both in the East. They're both bad teams in the East. No, it's not gonna affect the Thunder. It's not gonna affect the Celtics. It's not gonna affect the Cavs, the Spurs. It doesn't affect the landscape of the NBA. So it was hard to get excited about this trade. I'm excited for Trae Young. I still believe in him as a player. I hope he does great things in Washington. I hope he puts up great numbers, gets back to that all-star level, and then get the hell out of there. Maybe he can come to Phoenix if we continue to, develop our guys, and because Trae Young's not going to go to a team that needs a defender to win. He's not going to be a plug and play like a Drew Holiday. Like Drew Holiday was a primary defender in Milwaukee. They plucked him up, put him in that Boston Celtics, who already was a great defensive team, and then won another championship. And now he's picked up again and put in Portland, and they're doing well. So with that being said, Trae Young's gonna have to go to a team that needs a guard that can score, that already has a good defensive, reputation and core. So I would say maybe like a Spurs, but they already have De'Aaron Fox. Um, yeah, I don't know where Trae Young would want to land after this. The Bulls have Giddy. There's so many guards in the league now that he kind of has his hands tied, and I don't think Washington was his first choice, but I think it was the best choice at this moment because you don't want to be 27 coming off the bench, you know. So yeah, I hope he does good, and we'll see where this goes. Maybe the Wizards can parlay Trae Young into a package with some picks, and maybe they can land a big name. I mean, Giannis is looking to leave, and I heard DC's a pretty cool city. I'm 90% sure DC's a better city than Milwaukee, as far as what to do and things to do and weather and things like that. So you never know in the NBA. The NBA, every team is one superstar away from being a good team. You see what KD, James Harden, and Kyrie did when they went to Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Nets are trash. They're a terrible organization. They're trash again. They had those three superstars. They almost went to the championship. If KD didn't wear a size 27, the Brooklyn Nets would have went to the championship and would have lost to my Suns. So, the NBA is very what's the word for stocks? It's very volatile. It's very volatile like the stock market. So I hope Trae Young, I wish him the best. And as always, I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in, listening to me yap. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and we're coming at you with more content all year. 2026, I'm Mr. Consistent. With that being said, y'all be safe and take it easy. Peace.